Welcome back to the Too Fast Tactical channel. In today's tabletop review, we're going to be taking a look at a set of door mirror sequential blinker lights. This set here is specifically for the Volkswagen MK5. I'm using it on a 2008 EOS, but you know, it's suitable for the MK5, 2004, 2008 GTI, the Golf 5, 2003, 2009, the Jetta MK5, 2006 to 2011, Passat B5.5, Type 3 BG, 2001, 2005, Passat B6, Type 3C, 2005 to 2010, that's the pre-facelift R36, not including the CC. So those are some of the models that this particular light fits. Now I did notice that there are lights for MK6 and MK7 Volkswagens and also for a bunch of other different cars. So whatever your car might be, it would be worth your while to take a look on eBay and search for your, you know, if it's a Volkswagen MK7, search for Volkswagen MK7 sequential LED turn signal lights, see what you come up with. Anyway, so like mentioned, I got these off of eBay. These ran me $25. Normally, I don't buy bling items. Not that this is a bling item. I'm interested in things that give me better lighting or make me more visible at night to other people and so on. So whether that's LED taillight upgrades or HID headlight upgrades or, you know, brighter halogen bulbs and so on. I'm not so much concerned with like LED lights in the interior and things like that. But these particular turn signal lights I thought were quite interesting. I think they provide a modern look to the MK5 Volkswagen and definitely will be attract more attention when you're turning. So anyway, let's get to the unboxing here. Again, these are available off of eBay. I've seen these anywhere from $22 to $25. If you want to have these shipped out of China, I think you can get them for like $22. I had these shipped out of California from a California seller for about $25. Same basic light. I just didn't want to wait 30 days for these to arrive from China. So they arrived in this box right here. The lights ship in anti-static bags, which, you know, these anti-static bags are for computer parts with highly sensitive electronics. I don't know if that's really necessary or not with these, but that's what they ship in. Also inside this box is this is a small T10 Torx tool. Frankly, I've watched some other videos of other people installing these lights, same kit with this same tool. This tool's not quite long enough for the MK5. I mean, you can get the job done with this tool, but honestly, I wouldn't rely on this for the MK5. This might be suitable for other vehicles, but on the MK5, this one's a bit short. You know, if you have a regular T10 Torx, like this is a T10 Torx, I'd use that instead because there's a couple of bolts that are kind of hard to get to and this is just too short. There's also a pry tool here for getting your mirror cover off. So a couple extra tools that come with this. It's nice. Alright, let's take a look at one of these lights. These are hermetically sealed anti-static bags. Could be for the protection of the electronics in these. That's basically it right there. These lenses on these are smoked versus the OEM ones, which are clear. Ideally, I kind of would have liked to have the clear ones myself, but I didn't see any. It looked like they were all smoked. Not that that's a big deal, but you know, I probably would have chose the clear ones if they were available. These are direct plug and play. Once you get them installed, you just plug them in. There's nothing else that needs to be done. The one thing I did notice with, you would think these would be an easy install, but you have to disassemble your entire mirror assembly, side mirror assembly to put these on. And I thought, why would Volkswagen make swapping these out so complicated? Especially since you got to get at them to change bulbs. Well, there's no bulbs that are changeable. They have LEDs in them that last, a lifetime or so. So that's why these are not easily accessible. You have to, disassemble the whole mirror. If this had, incandescent bulbs in it, it would have been a lot easier to get at these things for replacement of bulbs. But it is what it is. Black ABS housing. You can see the wiring goes in here. There's a glob of silicone in there to keep water out. And well, that's about it. Some protective material on here just to protect the lens, which I'm going to leave on there till I get them installed. I don't know what the actual OEM ones look like because I haven't taken them out of the car yet. I'm just looking at the back of this to see what's on here. These are made in China, ABS. Just some wattage and some voltage information. Nothing really to jump up and down about. These look identical to the ones that are on there from what I've seen in other people's videos. On that note, I'm not going to do a how-to video on this. My garage is just too small to get lighting and maneuver my tripod around in different areas of my car. But I will put a link in the description to somebody else's video that I referenced on how to take my side mirrors apart, because frankly I didn't know how to take them apart. I had to look it up. Not overly complicated. You should follow a certain set of procedures. You do need the T10 Torx and you do need this particular tool. But I'll link that video in the description. If you want to buy these, just head over to eBay. Like I said, do a search for sequential LED turn signal lights. Search for Mark 5, MK5, or your particular car, Mark 7, Mark 6, what have you, and you should come up with a bunch of them. They're plentiful. Anyway, so what I will do though is we'll take a look at the stock blinker and how it functions, and then I'll cut over and I'll show this installed, and you can see how this actually works. All right, you can see this is driver's door on my Volkswagen EOS model year 2008. It is a Mark 5 chassis, or if you're going to refer to it in EOS terminology, it's a Mark 1 EOS, but it's based off the Mark 5 Volkswagen chassis. You can see the entire length of that reflector, and only a small portion of it blinks. So there's a lot of wasted area in that particular blinker assembly, but that's how the stock blinkers in the mirror function. All right, here's our finished blinker install. The mirror went back together just fine. The actual LED blinker installed just fine. Everything went back together, no issues. Plug and play. So you can see the sequential blinker is a pretty dynamic upgrade for the Mark 5. Gives a more modern look to the mirror blinkers, in my opinion. One of the things I really like is the entire LED assembly is a blinker instead of just one small section on the original OE blinker. So very nice upgrade for the money, in my opinion. Took me maybe 15 minutes to install this, and part of that time was cleaning everything, because when you take the mirror cover off, everything's going to be dirty. You've got the plastic base on the bottom of the LED blinker assembly, and the inside of the mirror is going to have a lot of dirt and crud in it. So take your time, clean everything up, use some plastic protectant on some of the plastic pieces, polish your mirror covers if necessary, clean everything up, and then put it back together. So spend a little bit extra time since you're in there. Some of the gear mechanisms I applied some grease on. That looks like at some point in time, maybe when it was new, had some grease on the motor assembly in some of the areas, so I reapplied some grease in those areas and cleaned up inside there. So that's going to conclude the review of the Mark 5 Volkswagen sequential LED blinkers, the unboxing, and my quasi install. At least you can see what they look like when they're finally installed. And definitely check out the link below to another YouTube content creator who actually did a more in-depth how to take your side mirrors apart. Thanks for watching.